Hey friends, Dave Paulides, NAMI Missing Project, copyrighted edition for our video channel. It's been a year since Ben took his life, my son. Every day has been a hell zone for me. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that could never imagine. Frankly, I could never have imagined it before it happened. I could never have understood the impact it had on my life. When I first found that Ben was bipolar, it was from a psychiatrist. And Ben had an interview with him, and then Ben said that we could come in and talk to him. Now, Ben didn't agree with the psychiatrist, but all of the symptoms that he showed aligned perfectly with bipolar. And immediately after that, I went out and I signed up for a class given by NAMI, N-A-M-I. As I've stated hundreds of times, that organization is phenomenal. I went through a 12-week class, and they had people come in that were bipolar. This was a class specifically for parents of bipolar kids. And they told us what to expect, and they were right on the money. Everything they said was true. I learned a lot. And it helped me deal with many of the things that I encompassed on that road with Ben. So I truthfully wish that if you have any kind of depressive issue, if you're just having a bad day, if you have PTSD, schizophrenic, bipolar, whatever your issue, call NAMI. Look them up online, and they have local organizations there, and they have classes online, and they have classes in person. Now, the worst thing you can do if you have a condition is put yourself in your house and not talk to other people. Don't isolate. You need to get out there and talk. And you will find that there's a lot of people out there that will support you. And there's a lot of organizations that will support you. So look them up. It's been a weird journey because I've heard from hundreds and hundreds of you about the issues in our village here. There's probably thousands. And COVID has taken a toll on our world via people taking their lives. And we're not being told the truth about this. Little bits and pieces of information come out from time to time. But the reality is that our government hasn't released all of the numbers and all of the facts and truths behind this. We're losing a large bit of our younger generation to drugs, fentanyl. I was just watching a news article today saying that a series of young people have died taking a pill that they thought was a pharmaceutical, and really it was laced with fentanyl. There were 5 kids from one small area in Texas, from one high school, and they all died from fentanyl overdose. If you know some young people, you tell them, do not take a pill that you buy off the streets. Don't. You don't know what's in it. It's a horrific state of affairs. I know that a lot of people are trying to self-medicate through marijuana or alcohol or taking pills. And I understand. And I suppose some people would say, Dave, you probably need to get on some medication some days because you're so depressed. And on those days when I'm really, really depressed, I just have to go out, and my choice is to exercise as hard as I can. And generally it brings me out of that mood. Never been a huge drinker. I mean, if we go out to dinner or something, I'll have a drink. That's really never done anything for me. And I've tried edible marijuana. I've tried smoking it. It just doesn't do anything for me either. But if you have a child, keep that child close to you. Keep that young person close to you. Keep an open line of communication with them. And don't be afraid to talk about the suicide topic. A lot of people think that, if I bring it up, then they'll all of a sudden think of it. Folks, they've been thinking about it for a long time. It's part of life. If you talk to anybody that counsels in mental health, they say you need to talk to your people about this, talk to your family. Broach the topic by just saying, hey, I've heard a lot of young people have been taking their lives since COVID. And something worth talking about as a family. And let them know that nothing in this world is insurmountable. Especially as that family group. You got to support each other. Friends have to support each other. And I know a lot of friends won't talk to you about a family member taking a suicide because they're uncomfortable with it, especially men. Men have been taught, you've got to be big and strong, and you don't talk about these issues, and you just live with them. That's crap. Hey, it's brought me to my knees many times. I hate our government for what it's doing to us. I hate the fact that some people within our government are so short-sighted and uncaring individuals. But that doesn't mean that we are that way. We make up the country. We are the people. We have the rights. The rights were meant to control the government, not us. I remember many conversations that Ben and I had about life, what's our true purpose here, those deep thinking conversations about where are we going. I miss those a lot. I don't want to make this a big, long, dragged out session, but the people that follow me know that this is the 1-year date of Ben. And I thought it was justifiable and that I needed to say something about it. I'm very grateful. Ben gave me my video presence. Ben gave me my documentaries. Those are all his thoughts. I'd never be speaking in front of you without him. I want each of you to be grateful for your friends and your family and this village. I know we're a freewheeling group and we talk about a lot of different things. Everybody has a freedom of their opinion, and I respect that opinion. And I hope that I can continue to be here we can continue to grow, care about each other, because each of you are important people. That's right, each of you, every one of you. If you ever get to that point where you contemplate taking your life, I want you to think about what Ben did and how it affected me. I can guarantee you have friends and family that love you immensely. And you leaving this world will destroy those people for a lifetime. I'm serious. My grief counselor has told me before that, Dave, you have to live with that for the rest of your life. Somehow. The darkest thing in my life by far. So when somebody takes a life, it affects us. It affects hundreds of people, thousands of people around them. In Ben's case, it was all of his teammates from all of his hockey teams. It was all of his friends in film. It was everybody that watched his film and admired his work. It affected all those people. And friends, villagers, the thought of you taking your life to your family would devastate them. Please think about it hard. Talk about it with your family. Tell them what your thoughts are. They're not going to ridicule you. They're not going to push you away. Maybe there's that obscure idiot out there that would, but I never would as a parent. And I talked to Ben about it. I still talk to Ben about it. I'll always talk to Ben about it. Don't do it. Please. I love you, son. Someday, we'll hold each other again. Thanks for being here. Paulides out.